Guess who's back? Back again.
You gotta clap it in, right?
Clap it in. I love it. I'm Jake here with Widmer Brothers. We're cooking with Hefe. We got our boy Carlo.
So yeah, we're gonna do some freshwater prawns and garlic butter and with some white rice. We're cooking a long grain rice, milagrosa. This is kind of classic. Most Asian cuisines eat this kind of rice, except for certain places that use shorter grains. It isn't basmati, which basmati is significantly longer and much more fragrant. And you kind of rinse it 2 to 3 times. So what you usually want to do is you want to do this until your water's kind of relatively clear. Some people want it crystal clear. Honestly, I'm okay with it just being on that, oh, it's getting clean. But yeah, so you can see as we progressively keep washing, the water becomes a little bit clearer, less cloudy. So I'm pouring all the rice into the pot, cleaned rice, highly techno. Look at this God's spatula. We're gonna flatten it out as much as we can. Way to measure things. To the first line of your finger, I'm not giving you the finger. From the level of the top of the rice, that's where you pour the water up to here. I am going right above that first line, right here, to the top of the rice.
Great.
Bring it to a boil.
Cool.
But one of the cool tricks that I want to show you is how to prep ginger. You could just take a spoon, take any spoon, and all you're gonna do is just rake it across. See, and all that is, it just leaves the skin. There's no flesh on that.
Just like the paper right there, that's all you have.
So ginger, some form of onion, garlic, those are like kind of the holy trinity of Asian cuisine. The holy trinity of Asian cuisine. Like to square it off.
Perfect.
Do nice little sheets.
And this is some Culinary Institute action going down right now.
Right, so after you cut it into sheets like that, shingle it, and then run it down. And then you're gonna have nice little strips. This is called a nice little mandolin-esque matchsticks. So from here, I'm gonna go nice little dice.
You're going really fast. For those of you who don't have these incredible knife skills, remember that those knuckles are protecting his fingertips as he's cutting with that knife.
As that's coming to a boil, kind of multitasking, you want to pop the lid on there, and let's cut it down. As you can see, it was boiling. Now we're cutting it to a simmer, kind of let it gently cook. I'm just gonna do a quick julienne on the shallot.
Building our aromatics to make sure we got what we need for the base of this
Always.
dish. Do you have shallot knowledge you're going to bring upon
It's called shallot.
Shallot, that's
Pronounced
right.
shallot. Shallot.
Shallot.
Shallot.
Shallot.
Shallot.
Shallot.
Shallot.
Shallot.
So we're gonna just julienne this.
That high-speed knife action. Nice.
Okay, so we got our shallot. The shrimp, these are freshwater prawns.
Wow.
Right? You can buy these at most Asian stores. Reason why I'm cutting off for one, presentation purposes, ease of cooking, ease of handling. We're just cutting all the legs off. Boop.
Sorry,
Okay.
bud.
So I like to trim, see all these antennae? All these lovely antennae. There's always a use for everything. Everything has flavor. I mean, in a kitchen, we would roast all these fun little bits that I'm snipping off now, and use it to reinforce a stock that we would make from like shells or anything like that, trying to create a non-waste kitchen. So we clean this bad boy up, right? Look at that little torpedo shape. That noggin has all the good stuff
All
in
the
it.
flavors.
See?
Oh,
starting
getting
to
a
boil.
little spill over.
Beautiful.
That means it's going well.
It's perfect. But we're actually just gonna split it down the middle from the bottom. So a lot of people would be like, oh, you should devein it. Yeah, these have already been purged, before coming to market. Yeah, so I'm splitting it right down the middle, right here, okay?
Here we go. Wow.
See that? That's the good stuff
That's
right
the
there.
good stuff. I think they, at least with shrimp and lobster, they call it tamal.
They call it tamal, they call it crab fat or shrimp fat. They call it many different things. I'm gonna do a little bit of finishing work on this, so we're gonna actually crack the back, gonna cut through the rest of that tail. So I'm slicing that tail right in half.
Nice.
Okay? Then from here, just, little chiropractic work.
Yep.
Gonna take my fingers on the backbone, and I'm gonna push up.
Nice. Ooh, look at that.
See that? It opens it. It just flattens it out just a little bit.
That guy was full of guts.
Oh yeah. See how it lays? So you could hear that it stopped sizzling. Reason why is because that rice is now on its way to absorbing all the good stuff.
That's where the magic is happening.
Yeah.
Our favorite rice. So
Science! Sometimes that purge isn't the greatest. You can see a little vein in there.
And that's where the shrimp would be doing his business. So we don't really need to eat that.
We're gonna keep it at about a medium to medium high heat, right? The reason why is that you don't want to brown the butter before everything else, right? But you do want to melt the butter. It's okay to get the butter browned, like as it's developing and cooking, because you want that nutty flavor. We're gonna add butter in several stages here.
You definitely want that butter to start to fizz like that. It means the pan has gotten hot enough for you to add to your cast iron pot.
So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of ginger in here. Okay. I'm gonna double that in garlic, because garlic is good. So that's about 2 tablespoons of garlic. Okay. You get that in there. I think one of the most important parts that a lot of people don't do is they don't season along the way. So add a little bit of salt, just a little bit.
Those layers of flavor.
Yes. It's at this point too, we're gonna add our paprika, which is a key component to this. This is kind of where a lot of the flavor is gonna be coming from. So we're gonna add roughly about a tablespoon and a half maybe. So it's at this point, you know, everything's starting to come together. The onions, the ginger, the paprika. Smell it. Smell it. Oh. As soon as that aroma of raw turns to sweet, that's when you put in your prawns.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna add more butter. Season the shrimp. Just a little bit. So as that extra, sorry about the beeping because I'm gonna be lifting the pan. That's what happens. But from here, I want to get a lot of that butter pooled at the bottom so that you could do this. All right.
So we're really basting, getting all those flavors on top of the shrimp. So it's not just cooking, but also really absorbing the flavor.
Yeah, well, because a lot of times that flavor is not gonna get up on there, right? We're gonna crank it up just a little bit.
Sweet. Is it time? It's time, guys. The beer.
The beer.
Oh my gosh.
So obviously we have our American Hefeweizen. It's quite lovely. Open it up. Taste your product.
You must taste.
That's
your product.
always. Well, I can't drink along.
Oh my
what
gosh.
are we doing?
Okay, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah.
Good morning.
Now listen.
That's the magic stuff.
Grab the lid. So now we're allowing this to steam out. I cranked it up just to get that pan nice and hot, so as upon impact you get steam, and then you cover it right away. And you turn it back to low so you're not burning anything in there. But that is going to finish cooking all the shrimp all the way through. Lime and lemon juice. So what we're gonna do is, what's up? That's really hot.
That's hot. Ooh.
Is now we're gonna add lemon juice.
So good thought here. Lemon you can cook with, but lime not kind of.
Yeah,
not
lime.
the vibe.
Lime, you can add it right at the end. Now I'm gonna raise the heat because now I know nothing's on there that's gonna like burn, but I wanna reduce this just a little bit, just so that it's that nice icky sticky. And I'm gonna taste it.
You the chef.
Yeah.
Is it stunning?
Not yet. We're gonna add a little bit more salt.
Okay.
Always taste your food, please. A lot of times people don't taste food.
Salt brought it all together? Fantastic.
Oh yeah. So the shallots.
Okay.
We're gonna add those.
Almost forgot about the
Yeah, you almost forget about them. I just want them to gently touch some heat. I want them to kind of absorb some of that flavor. We have our beautiful rice, which has now been sitting for the appropriate amount of time. Bada bing, bada boom. If you just move it around, agitate it, you can see it has fluffed quite a bit.
Now that is how you plate some shrimp. Oh.
Lime, don't cook with it, but finish.
Right on top.
Just a little bit.
That little extra.
Some beautiful roe, just to add some seafood texture. In the Philippines, traditionally, this is gone.
Goodbye.
This becomes your friend. Ha! Efficiencies in eating and cooking.